In the Pilates style crunch, Spencer's going to demonstrate there's a lot of steps to it in terms of doing it right. The first thing he's going to do, and I'm going to place my hands on his hip bone so you can see what happens, he's going to roll his tailbone up. If you notice, it's just a slight movement, and the idea is that the small of his back is now touching the floor. So he's going to do that one more time. So just rolls up. He then sucks in as far as he can, and at that point, he's going to place his hands behind his head. He's going to stay sucked in, and he's going to crunch up. Okay? It's a very controlled movement. He's just going to do a few reps. You need to make sure that you're breathing while you're doing this exercise, and that might mean you have to take a rest, because each time you do your rep, the way you check to see if you're doing it right is your abdomen shouldn't be going up and down when you crunch. So relax and do a few just normal crunches with just your tailbone up without sucking in. Okay? So his belly will go up and down a little bit as he crunches up. Conversely, if he sucks in again and crunches up, it's a much more minimized raising of the ab, and the reason is your transverse abdominis is sucking in the entire time. So it just contracts your entire abdominal core. Spencer's now going to demonstrate a hip drive, a lateral hip drive, or a side hip raise. He's placing his weight on his left elbow. He's going to drive his right hip into the air as high as you can and go back down just above the floor and then drive up again. Oftentimes we'll do 15 to 25 repetitions of these and follow into a side plank. So I'm going to have him do one more rep and then hold himself up. At the point that you're holding yourself in that side plank, you can move the alternate arm around just to change the dynamic for the left side of your body. You can place a light weight in that other hand, again, continuing to move it around. And what you end up getting is some shoulder stabilization through here, as well as stabilization through the core on that left side. You've obviously seen the bicycle crunch. You can make it a little bit more challenging by doing it on the stability ball. Spencer's now going to demonstrate. You want to make sure you start fairly slow as you raise one knee to the alternating elbow or shoulder. And notice how slow he's going. If I asked him to stop at any point in that range of motion, so stop about halfway back down, right there. There you go. He can hold that position and then go back down and then up. Some of the more advanced abdominal exercises include leg throwdowns. I'm going to start out with just doing them straight down. We'll just do 3 reps straight down. And go ahead and rest. So you'll notice he's grabbing my shoes, or somebody can grab an ankles, whatever's most comfortable. That's just to stabilize his upper body while I'm throwing the lower body down. You can throw twists into it. Here we go. Just want to make sure you even out on both sides, but you can actually go doubles on one side. You can go straight back down to the middle, and you can keep them guessing to some degree as well. An even more advanced version of this leg throwdown involves a hip up in the midst of it. You have to take your time because you can easily hurt your back if you don't do this properly. He's going to do a leg raise, hip up, come back down. I'm going to let him make sure that his back is back on the ground before I do the leg throwdown. Again, up, lift, down, throw. Okay? That would be leg throwdowns with a hip up. Again, that's a very advanced level of it. You don't want to move on to that until you've mastered the regular leg throwdowns and making sure that, again, it's a lot of pressure on the psoas muscle when you do this, so you need to make sure that you're comfortable with the motion of setting the back down before you throw.